cousins for it. A lot of free the guys for it. My king still $1 million mission for it. All my going for it, yelling same team. How you mean? Thought you knew about the team. All my going for it, yelling same team. How you mean? Thought you knew about the team. All my going for it, yelling same team. How you mean? Thought you knew about the team. All my going for it, yelling same team. How you mean? Hey. Hey. We rise. When I come through Beamer, ain't no X. When I come through Porsche, ain't no box. If I come through range, ain't no sport. Nah, my Xbox was a sport. On and off court, I put numbers on the board. I financed it all, but who keepin' score? We talking fair pay. I know all things ain't equal, so I pay it for it. The irony of growing up poor is
a stunning view of the moon, and let's go.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now, Golden State's starting five. They've got Klay Thompson, the professor out there with Curry. Then there's Wiseman, and it's Pascal in at the 4 slot, and for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Terry in at the point. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Here's Curry. Here's Wiseman. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. Doncic against Thompson. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And there it is for him.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Thompson passes to the professor. Here's Pascal. Porzingis with the block.
This guy is showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Terry dishes to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now here's Terry. T right on him. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The The professor passes to Wiseman. Pasco kicks to Curry. To the middle. Here's the professor. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Now here's Terry. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Back to Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 6 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Richardson, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Eric Pascal out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Thompson. Then there's the professor. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against the Rockets was terrific. He had 16 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
All right, David. Greg, we'll see if tonight follows suit. I'm sure he's looking forward to the challenge.
I think he'll be ready. He's in a groove. The confidence is insane. Boy, it's a good place to be.
No doubt. He is locked in, seems so comfortable with where his game is at. Boy, has he been fun to watch. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
The pass to Curry. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Well, that's become one of the most recognizable shots in all of basketball. The Steph Curry jumper.
And good that time. Howell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The professor passes to Pascal. Here's the professor. Terry covering. Barnes outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. The shot's good from the professor. The professor's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense.
Now, here's Burke. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's the professor, trailing here by 8. Golden State moving it around. And no good. Good work defensively by Terry. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Mavericks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Porzingis. It's good. Thompson's got 6.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're getting their different look here for the Warriors. And the first half is now in the books. Mavericks lead by 6. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just at... if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Dwight Powell is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Terry in at point guard. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that, am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural, others like myself had to evolve into it.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Dallas leading by 8. Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Porzingis. They get it back. Richardson. And they pick up 2. Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Terry against Curry. Pass to the professor. Good work defensively by Richardson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Doncic with the bucket.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Terry after the made shot from the professor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry. There's 1:54 left in the third. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Down low, it's stolen by Schroeder. Brunson with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Brunson's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Inside. Poole, the pass to the professor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
No one covering. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Wiseman the pass to the professor. Golden State moving it around. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the shot is good. 13 points in the game.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Wiseman the pass to Poole. Here's the professor. Seven-foot shot. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw good from the professor.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder outside. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Pass to Doncic. Here's Schroeder. This one for three. The Warriors pull it in. The Professor's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And
And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Eric Pascal, the Professor out there with Mannion. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Powell kicks to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth. This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Schroeder kicks to Doncic. Now the pass to Porzingis over Wiggins. Porzingis can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Mavericks leading by 14. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. That's tipped. Pascal with the steal. Thompson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, there's certain guys where the area of expertise is from long distance. Klay Thompson doing work.
And the Mavericks call time here. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Terry looking over the floor. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. To the inside, Doncic. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Passes to the professor. Thompson in the corner. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Doncic outside. Again, the Mavericks score.
Don't give Luka any airspace, especially when he's handling the rock, because this guy's always a threat in the pull-up game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 15. 1:57 left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Terry. To the middle. Porzingis passes to Powell. Here's Terry. Misses off the right iron. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Pascal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Richardson outside. Pass to Doncic. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Dallas. That free throw good from the professor. Both free throws good from the professor. Here's Burke. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Hey.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is out there with Eric Pascal. Then there's Wiseman. Then there's the professor. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Ball. Steven Adams is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Adams. Pass to Ingram. And it's Ball in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Inside, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Olynyk with the steal. Pass the ball. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Count it.
Every night from Steph puts so much pressure on the defense because he's always looking to attack.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
And in that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Here's Golden State. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk to Stan Van Gundy for a minute. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if you slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Greg, we'll see if they can come out and disrupt the other team's offensive flow.
Well, and to do that, it takes a concerted effort by all 5 guys. You can't afford breakdowns defensively.
Setting an aggressive physical tone early at the defensive end sounds like the right way to go.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Ingram outside. To the right side. Puts one up from 19. The offensive rebound. The pass to Alexander Walker. And the Pelicans miss again. Warriors leading by 3. Throws it up high. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
And it's the Warriors' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
Beasting on defense. First, he closes out hard on.
Bakit? Ha? Sigado. Kumain na ako eh. Kuha ko dyan. Sige, saglit.
three-pointer shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Out to the wing. Olynyk finds Adams. Back to Olynyk. Out to Ingram. Here's the three. That one misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Passes it to the professor. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Pelicans trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on...
So here is New Orleans, and it's good for 2. Alexander Walker's got his first 2 points.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Ingram. Then it's Ball, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram possesses grace and power. He mixes them together for a big finish.
Fires at the elbow. Kicks it out to Collins. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one good. 7 points for the professor.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Ball against Pascal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Warriors with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against the Mavericks got the job done. He scored 18 points, and once again, he made an effort to draw contact and find different ways to get to the foul line. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. See how he does, Kevin.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
And that one's good, Barnes.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 17. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Pascal, the pass to the professor. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to Pascal. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good from the professor. New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Ball with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ingram against Thompson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
Great to see Ingram.
And that concludes the first half. Warriors ahead. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And, you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Eric Pascal out there with Weissman. Then there's the professor. Then it's Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. To the paint. It's stolen. Here's Ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
Thompson with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pelicans trail by 18. Ball dishes to Ingram. Pass to Alexander Walker. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Alexander Walker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Warriors leading by 16. Over in the corner, Pascal. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Up top, Adams. Down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the... Barnes passes to the professor.
Yeah.
There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter. The 8-footer. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Yep, that one goes in there. The professor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Rubio outside. Will it go? Buries it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
The Warriors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's Ingram on the wing. 23 seconds left in the 3rd. Rubio in the corner. 6 to shoot. And Hayes kicks to Hart. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. Brandon Ingram's out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's Lonzo Ball. From outside the arc, here's Hayes. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Wiseman no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Hart the pass to Ingram. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 6. Wiseman with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from the professor.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And here is Ball. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Ingram against Thompson. The professor. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Well, here you sit, Smitty, at the broadcast table. Is there anything you notice about the game now that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Yes, Kevin. I mean, seriously, I did not know how much Kevin Harlan ate between games and during games. It is unreal. The before, the during, and after. You are a champ, Kevin, to be able to eat that much and to do your job.
Ball with a wide open look. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Pascal kicks to Wiggins. To the inside. Stolen by Ball. Here's Ingram. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Adams, great positioning on the putback.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
This is a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the professor.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
On the heels of this run, you wonder, where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
it out a bit. It's stolen by Wiseman. Here's the professor, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First one falls for him. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Both shots good from the stripe. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The shot's good from the professor.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.